I'm just pouring a drink, by the way. That's what I'm looking at. Just got back from the gym. The gym's opened. Some of you are like, why are you going? Well, Utah has a pretty sparse and spread out population, and we did good, so. Oh, Eric, what's up, dude? Anyways. Yeah, what's up? So I guess we talk about it. For a minute. So yeah, I gave my dad enough money for one more month. It was $1,460. That's rent, phone bill, food, and then I signed him up for DoorDash, and he signed up for a bunch of other things that he has to wait for his background check to do. So that's what happened. He came over. We were gonna go to the DMV and get a Utah license, but we couldn't because he didn't bring his papers. Like, you got to bring like your social security or like a birth certificate and a couple bills to prove that you're a resident of the state. And he didn't bring those, so we couldn't do it. So instead, I signed him up for DoorDash, which was the only thing that he could do. Congrats on flying alone. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I got a bunch of footage. I got tons of footage. I'll put that video out tomorrow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, honestly. But yeah, so that's it. He's on his own. Christian, welcome aboard again. Stay away from the gym. I'm gonna go lift. You do. Yeah, that's where I'm at. The HR lady, congratulations. She came. She came and filmed. I had a GoPro on my head if you looked at my Instagram story the other day. Yeah. So I did 3 takeoffs and lands with the instructor, and then I did 6 alone. And then Wednesday I'm gonna go land at a towered airport by myself, and Friday I'm gonna go across country, which doesn't mean literally across the country, it just means 150 miles plus by myself. So like the big stuff is this week. Gyms are open there. They just reopened today, but it's a soft reopen. Ugh, I can't talk. Soft reopen. What can you say about tech lead? Are you talking about like the Trend Black stuff? That's a pretty crappy thing to do. But start following your channel out of the blue. Hey, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. Are you happy about the outcome? Not really. I don't know if he'll do it, right? Like, he has my car. I'm letting him use my car. And if for some reason he doesn't end up making rent, that's it. Like, he has to give the car back. I'm not just gonna keep paying the car. Like, I'm letting him use the car because all the jobs are delivery jobs. But oh, also, my dad got, like, when I got off the live stream, what was it, Thursday? He got real mad. He got real mad at me. He was like, "Why are you putting all my stuff out there, Josh?" And I was like, "Because we want to see you succeed, dude. It's not out of hate. It's because I love you, man. And like, I need, like, these suggestions actually help me. Like, they help me think of things that I could do, and you know." Just squawk 7,500. Why not? Just declare hijacking. He just didn't bring his papers. Take the keys. I'll take the keys if he doesn't deliver. Did HR lady know how dysfunctional your family life was? No, I didn't think that was really relevant on a date. Sometimes I talk about it. Are you planning on getting a CPL? No, I don't want to be a commercial pilot. I think that kind of takes the fun away from being a pilot. I mean, like, if you want to do it, that's cool, but like, I want to do it as part of my job, not as my job. That's all. Final update on what happened with my dad. Basically, so I gave my dad $1,500 and said, all right, I sat with him for like an hour or two, and we signed him up for all the delivery apps, and yeah, that was it. Do you have any investors? No, I don't have any investors. Everything, like the Grindr LLC, that's made by me. It's just me. Everything you see on this channel, I do. Everything. Thumbnails, video editing, the products, all that stuff. Websites. Waiting for the flying videos. Yeah, dude, I can show you like a little picture if you want. I got some pretty cool screenshots. I brought the C200. Hold. It was kind of a cloudy day yesterday, kind of windy. How much is a plane? Like, can you buy one and fly it? You can get a decently used one for like 40, 50K. Now, I'm not a millionaire, okay? I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to throw away. Like, and you have to do the annual every year, and that's expensive. Will you still be helping him with YouTube videos? If he wants to do it, he can do it. Oh, also my grandmother got really mad at me. She sent me a bunch of text messages last night. She's like, no one needs to know what's going on with your family. You know, and blah, blah, blah. Started guilt tripping me and stuff. And I said, talk to me when you make my mom get a job. I said, you should be proud that you have a son. Or she said something like, I used to be proud to show my friends and family your YouTube channel, but now if they watch your videos, I'd be ashamed. And I said, why? You should be proud that you have a grandson that provides for his family. You know, and then she hit me with some religious stuff like, well, when you die one day, you'll have to be held accountable for everything you say. And I was like, yeah, is that why you get all mad that I share this stuff? Because you're going to have to be accountable? My family's going to have to be accountable? Like, it was real weird. She got all mad. And then I was like, why doesn't my mom get a job? And then all of a sudden, she just completely 180 changed gears. She said, I like that video where you were the middle manager. And I was like, why don't my mom get a job? Anyways, you guys didn't ask for that. Here's a small part of my stimulus check. Hey, thanks, Kenny. You didn't have to do that. You're going to cut your dad's allowance, Cole? I gave him one more. I gave him $120 last Friday. I gave him rent. I gave him his phone bill, and is currently using my car, and he's set up to DoorDash. He can DoorDash today, all day, tomorrow, the next day. He can. That's the one he can do right now. You can't Uber or drive because you need like a Utah license for that, and the DMV is not open. Do you like AWOL Nation? I think AWOL Nation only has like that one good song, right? Sail. Tell mom and grandma it's time to step up and be a real woman. I don't know what my mom does all day, dude. I have zero idea. I don't know why she won't, like, she obviously probably won't talk to me now. I don't know. My grandma's probably going to even be more pissed off today, but oh well, I don't care. Would a CPL be expensive? Are you talking about CPL, like commercial pilot's license? It's about 60 grand. And the thing is, I can't business expense that because it qualifies me for a new job. I can business expense getting a pilot's license because this is going to further expand my ability to do YouTube. So you're allowed to business expense educational things that further your ability to do your job. And a plane allows me to fly directly to you guys to be able to help you build your brand or your side hustle or whatever it is. And I can just come there in person. I don't have to just make videos about like, this is what I would do. I can come there to you and be like, look, I'm gonna show you what I did. This is how to do it. And I'll make a video about it. And I can help each and every one of you. So I can business expense that. I can't business expense commercial pilot's license because it qualifies you for a new trade. How do you know you're ready to start applying for front-end jobs? You just apply and get rejected and then see. That's about it. If you get a code test, see how far you can get. If you don't know what to do, that tells you what you need to know. Does your relationship with your parents make you not want to have kids? Are you worried you'll be alone? Just because you have kids and you're old doesn't mean your kids are going to be there with you. Just go to any old folks home and ask people, when was the last time you were visited by anyone? And I bet you like 85% of those old people at the old folks home will be like, my family never visits me. They don't talk to me. They just put me here. So just because you have kids doesn't mean they'll be around for you when you're old. But no, that's not the real reason, honestly. Like, I just never wanted them. I got dogs. Good enough for me. But if you want kids, more power to you. Did you see the Matt Tran apology video? No, I didn't see an apology video. I don't know. How was the solo? It was pretty cool. It felt like I heard my instructor in my head. I heard him in my head. Every time I do something, you know, be like, watch your speed there, Josh. Keep that nose down. Look at your altitude. You know, like, I would hear his voice in my head. It felt like part of the process. I just imagined he was still sitting there. And it wasn't like I got out and I was like jumping and cheering. I don't know. As I'm not that type of person, honestly. I keep that inside. Like, I'm real happy in here. Different strokes, you know, different strokes. Why you give your dad money? You told us you won't. I told you, I told everyone here that I would give my dad 1 more month of living expenses, which was May 1st, which was yesterday on Friday, and that's what I did. And he's now set up to DoorDash. He has my car, or what, you know, what the car he's been using. It's in my name, but yeah, that's where we're at. Are you doing resume reviews lately? We'll swap back to regular content next week with the streams, maybe, but here we are. How's the social life in Utah? It depends. It depends. How long have you been flying? I think I'm over 20 hours now. So you need 40 hours to take the test, and you need 10 hours of that by yourself flying around. So I have 1.2 hours of solo flight time now, and now I have to get, 8.8 more to be able to, and then I have 10 more hours with my instructor, and then I can take the test. I can, but doesn't mean I'm ready. What will you do if he asks again? I'll say, go work for the money. That'll pay you same day. DoorDash will pay you same day. Like, you can get the money the same day that you earn it. Can you track if he's accepting any deliveries? No, I can't track if he's accepting deliveries, but it's not my problem anymore. If he doesn't have rent money next month, that's not my problem anymore. If he doesn't have money this Friday to get food, that's not my problem anymore. I've done the gracious thing and allowed him to use my car, which I still pay $458 a month on, to be able to do the deliveries. You know, I think he can do the rest himself. Have you ever drove a boat? Yeah, my dad had a boat when I was a kid. That was fun. I never drove a train, though. What kind of plane you want to fly? Aw, dude, a bush pilot plane would be cool, like a Kit Fox. I don't want to build it. I don't trust my skills to build a plane. I feel like I'd mess something up. So I just buy one that someone else built. Your sister should help provide for your dad. My sister, I don't know what she does. Nobody knows what she does. My mom should help provide. My mom doesn't do anything all day, every day. Completely free living expenses. Doesn't have a job. Doesn't send me money. Doesn't send my dad money. Does nothing. Just, I have no idea. No idea, dude. Maybe one day you'll see my mama on a video. Maybe. Probably not, though. Is the apartment in your name or his? The apartment is in his name. I'm not making that mistake again. The first apartment he had was in my name, and they all smoked in it, and then I had to pay the bill to get it repainted and reventilated. It was $900 on top of the last month's rent. What does your mom get money from? My mom lives with my grandma, her mom. So, what's up, dude? What's up, Dan? Could a small plane get you to Estonia? Yeah, I think so. Just depends on which one. Your parents divorced? Separated? No. I mean, they don't live. My mom just up and left and went to go be a caretaker for my grandpa, who was in failing health, and then he passed away back in November, and now she just doesn't do anything. And it's just like, she's like, I'm here to support my mom now. And I was like, she's fine, dude. So basically all they do is just have a pity party for my grandpa every day. Like, I get it, but what my dad over here is like literally dying. Sometimes people go abroad to restart on life. I don't need to go abroad to restart on life. I think I'd probably just move to the coast of Oregon or something. That'd be cool, dude. My dad doesn't smoke anymore. Cirrus gang? Dude, Cirrus would be cool. All you need is a cool 800,000 to drop. Just arrived. Did you get your car back? I'm letting him use it for deliveries. If he doesn't make rent, if he needs money, he can go do DoorDash. He'll never need to ask me for money again. And the fact that I'm letting him use the car that I'm paying the bill for is my graciousness. And if he doesn't do it, then I'll take the car back and sell it. How old is your mom? Like 56, 57? Are you closed off from reconciliation? I'm not closed off from reconciliation. There's just no chance of it happening. There's nothing that they could do to reconcile. One saying, I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry that we treated you. That's not going to cut it. Because you've said it before, and it's the same shit. Has she always been like this? How was my sister growing up? So what's the update? If you could rewind the stream a little bit, you can hear it. How was the solo flight? Oh, I was gonna show you some pics. Hold on, I got you. Hold. I'll put it in paint because I'm a noob. This is such a dope photo, dude. Actually, I'll put it in Photoshop. Okay, any tips for being a good car driver fast? Good car driver fast. Yeah, don't press the brakes too much, right? Don't press it when it's icy outside. Don't press brakes when you start sliding. My sister growing up was pretty normal, just like me, right? And then she met a douchebag guy, and that guy he moved into our house. Like, my sister's boyfriend moved into our house and started living. One time I came back from Finland to visit my house, and he was in my room. He just claimed my room. Like, whatever, I wasn't living there, I was in Finland, but it was really weird to see my sister's boyfriend basically claiming my room, and I was like, why don't you guys are like 20 years old, what are you doing? Here, let me show you the pig. Here's one of them. Oh, that's me. Pretty dope. This is it's not a photo, this is part of a video, but pretty dope. Top Gun at me. Oh, that's the wrong one. You should do a live stream where you catch up with your ex-wife. You should use Skype. Dude, there's not enough money in the world you could pay me to do that. Sorry. Start saving in stocks, get dividends. Yeah, I mean, you could. But you could also buy an airplane. See, like, you could buy an airplane. Chad. Such girly shades, Josh. Hey, look, don't hate on my shades, fam. Those are good shades. Hold on, here, look, I got a better Chad photo. Y'all want Chad photo? Look. Chad Thunder Rock. I'm like hover handing the plane. Actually, no, I'm not. Not in this one, okay. Noise. Hold on, here you go. That was me when I landed. That's when I got out. Pretty dope. That's my bag with all my stuff. That's the POH bag. You have to carry this bag with you when you fly. This bag has my handbook and my medical, and there's a couple. Pretty dope. There's a Piper Archer, Piper 180, something like that. Anyways, I have a long video of it. Some pretty cool shots. I can show you. Oh, I can pull it up. Oop, wrong one. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate your time. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Do you ever get scared of dying in a plane crash? I mean, if the engine goes out, you can glide, so that's cool. I mean, a lot of people walk away from most plane like crashes. Do you think code camps are worth it in 2020? I think if the code camp has a guarantee, sure. Just don't go to one that doesn't have a guarantee. You might as well just go to college at that point. That's the bet. Are you good at flying? I can fly a plane by myself. My dad is watching the stream. He said, please talk nice about me. They don't know a whole lot. Look, Dad, I see you watching the stream. I just want you to know, we all just want to see you successful, man. It's not, we want you to be successful, independent, back on your feet, smiles in the videos. That's what we want, Dad. It's not, that's what we want. Just show some love for my dad in the chat. It's not. We're not trying to bring you down, man. We've experienced some bad things, but we can beat it. How much are plane lessons? Oh man, they're kind of expensive, to be honest. So the whole thing is like $15,000 to do. But so you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay a lump sum. Okay, I'm not like just here's 15 grand. You pay per session. So look here. Look, I don't know if my dad's looking at the chat, but if you're still live, look, I'll take a picture. Look, I'm gonna take a picture of the chat. Just spam the chat with hearts so I can take a picture and send it to him. Dude, we just want you to get that win back in your sales. That's what the chat is. What's wrong with your day? I hope my dad. Nah, we just had to show my dad some tough love. Basically, we had to get him back up on his feet, and that's what we're hoping. He's gonna do it. I believe. I think you're killing your dad's mental health. No, we're not. He needs support, man. Sometimes you just need support, and if like, you can't shame me. Everyone says talk about mental health issues. Everyone says be open about mental health. It's not taboo to talk about mental health, like my mental health, like of what I'm like, my ability to work and like, and then when you talk about it, everyone says, well, don't you care? Like, what? That's just, you know, keep that private. It's all about information control, you know, like. Look, I'll show you. They know very little about me. If you're still alive, I've done more than pick myself up for the most. You guys are the best. I'm texting them. They want to see you succeed. Oh no, Streamlabs, stop banning people. Streamlabs, I'm gonna ban you. Whatever. All right, that's fine. We're good. Do you see yourself flying from Salt Lake to Idaho Falls? Yeah, dude, I would definitely fly out to Idaho, Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada. I'll fly anywhere. If they let me go, I'll go. I just need a plane. I'm trying to get sponsored. If I could just get a sponsorship from ForeFlight, or maybe Lightyear headphones, or maybe Bose, or maybe Piper Archer, you know, that'd be cool. Make Josh's dad great again. Alright, here, look. I'll show you a little clip of the video. I said they want to see you succeed. Here, look, I'll show you what he said after that. Hold on. I don't want to, like, dox it. I don't dox it. No, I didn't mean to call you dad. My bad. My bad. I have my dad on my phone as mechanical dad. Do you think anyone can be successful if they work hard? No, I think that's kind of a meme. I think hard work is not the secret to success. Because if that was the case, everyone in construction would be millionaires, right? You have to work smart. You have to capitalize on opportunity. You have to be able to see opportunity. I think that's the big thing, is being able to see opportunity where other people can't. I'll give you an example. When people reach out to you for like an opportunity or sponsorship, here's an example. Yeah. So when people reach out to you for sponsorship with an idea, and you totally and you see that, you see what they're saying, in the email, and then you have like a better idea, and you propose that to them. Now you have like, so some sponsors want like a one-off deal, and if you could propose to them, oh, hey, how about we do this instead, where we make this more long-term, like it's recognizing opportunity. Before, like when you're new and you get your first sponsor, you're like, oh yes, I'll do anything you want. You would never think to be like, propose something else. Like, it's like that. That's how you get to success. It's not just like working hard, because everyone that would dig ditches all day would be, A bot's gonna explode. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna mute Streamlabs for being dumb, if I can. Streamlabs, I'm gonna put you in timeout, boy. Oh my god. Streamlabs. Alright, you're good. What does moving 8 times have to do with anything? I don't really know, to be honest. YouTube sponsorship is not a good idea of hard work in business? Nah. YouTube sponsorship is, oh my god. Alright, I guess it's still doing it. How are things with the new girl in the recent vids? I think she's cooking food in my kitchen right now. Are you making any surplus? I reinvest most of what I make. If you don't spend it as a business, you have to pay a bunch of taxes on it. So you try to reinvest as much of it as you can. Final update, yeah. You're gonna get your instrument rating? Yes. Yes, I will get my instrument rating. That way I can fly without as much weather restrictions. And just makes you a better pilot, so I'll do my best. It's kind of expensive. But what's the best technique for sliding in the DMs? Just Instagram is good. How did the dad situation work out? Yeah, so if you're just now following, I gave my dad $1,460. That's his weekly money that I would give him for working for me, but he hasn't been doing that. I gave him rent money, and I gave him food or phone money to pay his phone bill. And then I'm letting him use my car to do DoorDash, because that's what he signed up for right now, and he can do that right now. That's it. He's on his own. He can do it. I believe in you. Did HR represent you in the solo flight? Yeah, she came. She filmed. Do you like helicopters? Yeah, dude, helicopters are dope. They're just real expensive, and if you have an engine out, the back engine, you're done. Bye. No gliding then. Last year in high school in Belgium, I don't know if I should go study physics or CS. I'd probably go with CS. Right now is a great time to buy if you have the flow for it. Yeah, right now is a great time to buy, because everything's super cheap, because everyone's trying to get back into business, but you have to have money to you got to be able to have money to spend. So that's the thing. What are you drinking? I'm drinking some Diet Cancer, also known as Diet Pepsi. I shouldn't say that on stream, but well, you ever want to fly paramotors? Yeah, dude, I'm thinking about doing paragliding lessons on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and pilot license lessons on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Paragliding has always been the real dream, because that's like real flight, free flight. You don't need to pay for gas and all that stuff. You just put the parachute on your back and take off, run off the mountain, and fly around. I do hang gliding. I do all that stuff, dude. But accounting degree or finance degree? Accounting. Auto rotation. Auto rotation works on the main blade above you. Auto rotation doesn't work if the back blade goes out. There's no auto rotation on that. Like, cause then you just spin, right? If the main engine goes out, there's auto rotate. If the back engine goes out, then now you're spinning and you're spiraling down to the ground. How are you feeling now that you've done this? There goes the Pepsi sponsorship. When are you planning on getting a true friend? How does that even work? What do you think about space travel? Dude, that'd be dope. You said finance degree? I said accounting. I think accounting degree because you can get a CPA and you can open your own business, or you can be a tax advisor and you can give accounting advice, and you could be a consultant and rake in big bucks, or you could make a course and sell that and rake in big bucks. With a finance degree, what you gonna do with that? I guess you get a CPA. Do you think people will fly less when the lockdown is not here? I don't know. Probably people will still be cautious. I don't know how to play chess. I'm a noob. I know. Yeah, it's fine. You can at me. I don't know how to play chess. I know like the overview, like what some of them can do, but I'm not smart enough to play chess. Why don't you stream games? That's a good question. Because there's no value. If I streamed games, like a bunch of people in the chat would say I'd watch, but that's probably 100 people out of the 800 people here. So yeah, you guys are my true friends. Could you shop around to refinance your mortgage? Maybe it could work out. You need to have a business for 2 years to be able to refinance. I tried to refinance like early last month or March, I think. And basically I said, hi, I'm self-employed and I haven't had a business for 2 years technically. And they said, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. And they hung up. So maybe in August. What's the cost of flying? Lessons plane other. Yeah, so with the instructor is $65 an hour. The plane is $165 an hour. And that's the total price. So per session. Do you see contracting rate dropping? No. You think heavy outsourcing is a problem for devs in the West? I think it depends on your brand. I think it really depends on your brand. If you have a brand and a reputation, people will come to you because they want you. If they want cheap work and you get what you pay for type deal, and depends on how reputable you are, which is why I say brand is very important as a freelancer. Portfolio is very important. If people want work done from you, yes, they know they can go get it cheaper, but they want it from you, so they pay your rates. They like dealing with you, they like talking with you, they like the work you do, they like your design style, they like your business flow, they like your transparency, like whatever it is, they want it from you. If you want work done cheap, then they don't care about the brand. They just want as cheap as possible. It really depends. Try a credit union? I did. I went online, so it lets a bunch of banks know around you that you're trying to refinance, and then they all call you and try to compete for you. And I had to take like 10 calls and say my business is 2 years old, and they all got disappointed. How long is a flight lesson? So I'm booked for 2 hours usually. What do you do if you feel tired and unmotivated in learning programming? Hey, what do you do if you feel tired and unmotivated and have a job? You still go to work. It's the same thing with programming. You still learn programming. What type of plane are you hoping to buy? I think a Kit Fox would be cool, but it has... I don't have a tail dragger certificate, so if you want to fly a plane that has a tail wheel on it, then you have to get another certificate for that. But I think a Piper would be cool. A Bonanza would be cool. A Pilatus would be, yeah, the Pilatus is like $5 million. Bro, was your dad sad when you did that? He was a little upset with me. I'm sure he's upset with me that I'm doing this live stream, but I haven't said anything mean about him. I mean, I believe in you, Dad. I think you can do it. I think you can get back on your feet. I think you can be the dad that you were when I was growing up, except we can have a better relationship. So don't worry about it, Dad. We want to see you succeed. How much money have you spent on your flying license so far? Probably like $6,000. $6,000, maybe $7,000. Final update. I gave my dad rent money and money for his phone bill and food, and said, here you go. And I set him up for DoorDash, and I told him what to do for a bunch of other places, and that's it. He'll handle it. How long until you buy a G6? Yeah, dude. Could you, every time I go, all right, here, this is a little off topic, but I'll tell you a story. Every time I go to the airport, and I see all these planes that I know are about $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, just sitting there, just tied down, not even in a hangar. When you see a $2 million plane, which is, hold on. I'll show you. You see it just sitting there Oh, actually, this one's in the video. This is perfect. This works perfect. So these are planes that are just sitting everywhere, and people own them. Individual people own these planes, and I see this just sitting there. And this is what, $800,000? $1 million maybe? How could you spend $1 million and not literally live in this thing and marry it and have intercourse with it? Like $1 million on something? Bro, this thing better give the best blowjobs in the world to spend that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see it just sitting there and no one's there for weeks at a time and it flies like once every other month, you're like, what are you? You gotta wonder what they're driving. You gotta wonder, you know, what kind of money are these people making? Does your mom love watching your dad? I don't know, dude. I don't talk to her. So the update is that nothing changed? No, the update is that I told everyone that I'd give him one last time of money for the month, and that was it. He's on his own. He's set up to make money. He can DoorDash whenever. He's approved. Background check is good. He has a car to do it. He can do it. You seriously? That's a $1 mil plane? How? Yeah, dude, planes are expensive. That's a 2020 Cirrus, and that has avionics, which is like autopilot. It's a turboprop, so that's a jet engine with a prop on it. It flies really, really fast. I feel the same with boxing gloves. How was your time at Dev Mountain? Currently attending it? I don't know. It's not Dev Mountain anymore. The Dev Mountain that you're going to is not the Dev Mountain that I went to. If you can buy that, you better have an even better car. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I could pay off my house like 5 times over. How do some Americans get so rich and most don't? Yeah, they open a business, dude. If you wanna get rich, open a business in the United States. They have the best tax laws. If you wanna be a good employee and have like good rights as an employee, go work in Europe. Europe has better protections for workers generally. If you're not in one of like, I don't want to say like Germany or something like that, you know. Would you go to Mars? Nah, I'm good. Does Grindreel accept investors? I don't know what I would need investors for. I do everything myself. My dad's texting me. They think everyone's judging him. I'm like, it's fine, dude. We're talking airplanes. What software do you use to edit your videos? I use DaVinci Resolve 16. Oops. Has great color grading. Do you still code? Only if I need to do something. Sometimes I'll mess with my Linux server. I have a Linux server on DigitalOcean. Sometimes I'll code on that and do some stuff. But I have a WordPress. Sometimes I'll do like some basic PHP and stuff. But only if I need to, you know? The EU pays low for tech. The EU pays low because you pay so much in taxes. So you don't get as much money to go ball out on. However, you have that safety net. So that's the trade-off. Here in the US, you get paid way more, but there's no safety net at all. You can get chopped and dropped at any time. Why not Premiere Pro? Premiere Pro does not run, it doesn't render nearly as fast. I used to use Premiere Pro, very recently. I used to use Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro does not render as fast. The color grading options are complete trash. It doesn't have tracking built into it. It doesn't have any 3D stuff built into it. And the render times are egregious. It doesn't run my Canon RAW files from my C200 at all. It chops at 1/16th quality. DaVinci Resolve is just better. I use Photoshop still, but Tesla stock? I don't have any Tesla stock. I don't know who's calling me right now. Great, so I need to move to the US. What do you do right now? Full-time YouTuber? Yeah. Thoughts about Europe and Euro style of life. Europe has a very chill style of life. I mean, you get like, not so every country, right? The European Union, but they do their own thing. So they have very high taxes there, right? Because there's a lot of safety nets for people. It's really hard to be homeless in Europe, especially in the Nordic countries where I lived, in Finland. But any good free alternatives to Photoshop? GIMP, GIMP. What do you use to run your Grindr shop? Shopify? I use WordPress and WooCommerce. Shopify is too much money. How do you motivate yourself? I don't. Most of the time, I just do things, man. I don't think about if I'm motivated or not. Sometimes I'm motivated, but most of the time, I'm just doing things because that's what I need to do to get where I want to go, and I'm not always motivated. That's how you achieve most things in life. Did your dad go to your flight the other day? No, nope, just me and HR. Do you think full stack is better than iOS? iOS pays more now because it's more niche, but full stack is probably the safer bet because it's more opportunity. What's your biggest regret? Probably getting married. Do you consider making videos about filmmaking, video editing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if people would watch. What happened with your dad? So if you, again, I'll repeat it. If you're new to the stream, I gave my dad one more month of rent and money and let him use my car and set him up with DoorDash, and Monday he's gonna go get his Utah license, and then he can do Uber or Lyft, but I don't think he'll want to do that, and you don't got to put people in your car if you just get food, so that's fine. But yeah, so he's using my car and he can DoorDash right now today. He could if he started right now and DoorDashed, he could make decent money and live completely fine. They pay you same day, like it's fine. Hopefully he does it. Video editing is pretty easy. It depends on the style of edit. It depends on how fancy you want to get. If you just want to chop up a video, sure. It's easy, but it's tedious, maybe. So you investing in stocks? I don't invest in stocks. I reinvest back into camera gear or educational things that help me be a better content creator, basically. What are you using instead of Premiere? I use DaVinci Resolve 16. Cut him off. He is cut off. He's on his own. Josh, he's not going to do anything, so we'll be back to this in a month. No, we won't. No, we won't. What does he think about DoorDash? I don't know. It's not hard. It's in demand. What do you think of the healthcare in the US? We all know that it's $1 million to go get a checkup. Your video seems out of sync. Yeah, it's because I'm streaming with a DSLR, so it's not direct. It has to go through a capture card, so it's slightly lagged. Do you commission to edit music videos? I've never been offered that, but I've always wanted to make a music video. I think that'd be dope. I like editing to music. You could probably make good money tonight, Saturday, for sure. Have you ever hired people to edit your videos? No, I've never hired people to edit my videos. I like editing. It's fun for me. It's tedious and it takes the most time, but I like doing it. I learn a lot, and then I could sell that skill later, or I could do it for other people later. Like, I don't like outsourcing skills to other people because I want to get good at that, and I never want to be held hostage with another person's, like, if you don't know how to make good thumbnails and you outsource that to someone who does, that person can say, give me more money or I'm not doing it anymore, and then you don't know how to do it, so you just have to pay them more money or find someone else, which is just a big bump in the road. So I just do everything myself. Yes, it costs me time, but I'm not beholden to anybody. Would you move back to EU? Nah. I'm good. I'm a business owner in the US, so it's fine. Will DoorDash not be humiliating? Look, man, it comes a time when a job is a job and money is money. You don't think about, I'm too good for this. You do what you need to do. That's a job. You can't, DoorDash humiliating? Who cares? It's money. If someone humiliates you, you just do DoorDash? What kind of person is that? I think that says more about the person thinks that it's Dandy, hey, thanks. You didn't have to do that. Have you seen Out of the Shadows? Like the mockumentary? Yeah, I've seen that. Are you planning to ask your dad tomorrow how many deliveries he's made? No, I'm not going to micromanage him. If at the end of the month he says I don't have money for rent, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not giving it to you. Are you moving away from this type of content to this newer type of stuff like the cringe and day in the life videos? Cringe is pretty old, I think. What kind of business are you running? Digital content business. YouTube is a business. Do you care about politics? No. Do you think anime music videos are creative but not monetizable? I think that you're using someone else's content, so it's not gonna, you're gonna get capped on that. What skill set have you made the most money on so far? YouTube, digital media, editing, being able to talk to the camera. A lot of people think that it's like really easy to just make YouTube videos. Yeah, it's easy to make YouTube videos. It's hard to make really good YouTube videos consistently and differentiate yourself on the platform. But anyone can do that either. You just have to know. Anyone can do that too. Yo, dude, what's your mic? It's a Samsung G-Track Pro. I got it from Best Buy. Nothing fancy. Oh, what we do in the shadows? Yeah, okay, you're right. My bad. I'm dumb. Which aspect of programming has the most money in it? Yeah, owning a software company has the most money in it. That's the best aspect, is being the CTO and the CEO. Just being the owner of a company is the most profitable. Or so besides that, it'd be freelance. Have you ever thought about leaving Utah? Yeah, I'd probably go to Oregon. Oregon is Bay, dude. Oregon, it's got the coast, it's got mountains, it's got the Pacific Northwest like rainforest. Oregon, for sure. Astoria, Oregon. Oh, dude, Astoria, Oregon. Top tier butte. It's just so good. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Do you receive any job interview requests? No. They Google my name and they see me and they're like, yeah, this guy would be a nightmare to work with. They're right, because I know how all this stuff works. Like if some CEO says I'm gonna pay you $75K a year, Josh, I would say, okay, well, how much profit are you making off of me? And you'd be like, well, that's really hard to say because we need to get this product out by this time, and so I don't know. And I'd be like, okay, look, but how much are you going to sell this product for when this product is done on time by the deadline? Well, you know, that's still up in the air too. Okay, well, what's your marketing team telling you that you should do to market this, and what's the accounting people, how much are you going to sell this for? You know, like I would keep asking those questions and I would keep pressuring, and I'd want to know how much money I would be making him, and I'd be like, is this a 5-to-1 payoff to you? Is this a 10-to-1 payoff to you? If you're paying me $75,000, are you making $7 million? Well, you know, it's not just $7 million, Josh. And it's like, yeah, but you're the business owner, so you could business expense a Ferrari for the company, and you'd have a Ferrari because you're the owner and gets to decide who uses it. Well, you still, you know, so I just wouldn't. It just wouldn't work very well because I would ask so many questions. I know how all this works now. There's no going back. Do you get requests for sponsored videos? Sometimes. He has to make $75 a day or $375 a week to cover his $1,500. But Shane, he has to pay taxes on that, so up that to like $2,000. He has to pay taxes because that's sole contractor or sole proprietor contractor, so he's got to pay taxes. Maybe you should work at HR? No, I want to own the company. Thoughts on graphic design? You need a portfolio to stand out. You'll never find a corporate job anymore. Doesn't that scare you? Why would I be scared of being told how much I'm worth by someone else? I'm gonna let you let that sink in. You know, I like trial by fire. That's how it goes. I like figuring stuff out. I like figuring out how to be on my own. That's not scary to me because I know how to do it. Once you figure out how to do it, you're good. Figure out how to do it again. Aren't you afraid that nobody will hire you? I'll just do DoorDash. I'll just do Uber. I'll just do Lyft. I'll just teach people how to code. I'll teach people how to video edit. I'll teach people how to market. I'll teach people how to make a website. I'll freelance website building for people. I'll freelance video for people. I'll freelance marketing for people. I'll freelance, I'll build products for you. I'll show you how to do Photoshop. I'll show you how to use DaVinci Resolve. I'll show you how to use Premiere Pro. I'll show you how to use After Effects. I'll show you, I don't know. I got a bunch of skills I could teach or sell or leverage or whatever, right? I don't need someone to hire me. It's fine. Do you get access to clients that pay millions? I've never been paid $1 million. I wouldn't know. I think I'd know what to do with $1 million now, but like if I had a job, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'd probably blow it. But now I know exactly what I'd do with it. Your take on Trin Black? Remember that time when Trin Black made a video dedicated to me? Ragging on me? But he took it down, so it's fine. No, I didn't ask him to. I didn't strike it down or anything. It sucks that what happened, though. How long after graduation is best to start your own company? Yeah, after college graduation? You should go work a job first to figure out, like, what you want to do. You should work a job to figure out how a company runs. That's what I did. I became buddy-buddy with my VP and my CEOs and my marketing people and my CTOs, and I was like, how does this work? How do you make that decision? How do you know when this is good? How do you get clients? Who's marketing? How much money are you putting into that? Like, I would ask all those questions. That's why you work a job. Don't just make a company. I mean, you can, but you might have success, most likely not. Medical insurance? I don't have it. The gym, basically. Yeah, it's like $800 a month for me to get it, so I don't get it. What would you do with $1 million? Yeah, so I would lower my living expenses to the absolute minimum. So I'd pay off my house, my cars, and then I'd try to leverage a little real estate, right? And then I would probably do mutual funds for some, only dividend mutual funds, just for some cash flow. And then I would probably try to live off that cash flow. And then I would continue to do what I do. I would also, yeah, that's probably what I would do. I'd probably buy an airplane. They hold their value pretty good. And then I'd probably get a CFI and teach people how to fly airplanes because I literally have fun doing that. So I'll get paid to have fun. That'd be cool. How do you keep yourself fit even though you sit down working all day? I don't sit down working all day. I get up and I'll run around with my dogs or something. But I go to the gym. Go to the gym. Why you regret your marriage? What? Josh, what's the update on my dad? All right, so if you're brand new again, I'll give the update. I gave my dad 1 more month of money, just like I said I would in the earlier streams, and then I would set him up to be on his own. So that's what I did. I gave him $1,460 yesterday, and I set him up for DoorDash, and I said him, well, we can't do Uber or Lyft because he needs a license, and that'd be kind of dangerous since he's older anyways, so I don't want people in his car. But Grubhub is not hiring. Uber Eats is, so he can sign up for that. But he's ready to go for DoorDash, and he can DoorDash his way. And if he gets to the end of the month and needs rent from me, I'm gonna say sorry. You should have worked because you literally can work whenever you want. Are gyms open in Utah? They just reopened today, but it's not a lot of people going. You know, Utah is a pretty sparsely populated state, and people are pretty spread out. Utah has done it. So Utah is full of hippies. All right, if you're in Utah, you know what I'm talking about. Utah is very full of hippies, and the community really comes together in Utah when things need to happen. So when everyone was like, we're closing down for the good of the community, you know, like other states are like, we're not gonna close down. That's our freedom, whatever. But Utah is like, we're gonna do it for the community, and so everyone in Utah came together and closed down. They really flattened the curve. So it wasn't that bad, and so they're having a gradual reopening starting today. So I imagine tonight restaurants are going to be kind of packed, which I think is not a good idea probably, but yeah. How heavy are the weights when you're hitting the gym? Yeah, they're pretty heavy. Today I hit some 90s. I haven't gone to the gym in like 2 months since it started, so like I hit some 90s on the chest today, 6 reps. Usually I hit like 105s, but 6 reps. And I weigh 179 according to my medical exam I took the other day for flight. How was your first flight? Let me show you. Would you say you're happy? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Where were you living between coming back from Finland and your first job? I was living in an apartment. So the first job was they set it all up for you. They relocated you. So they got the apartment, they got you a little car, and they gave you all that until you got your first paycheck, and then you're on your own. Instacart, yeah, he signed up for that as well. Shipped, I think, SHIPT. What gives you meaning if you'll never have kids? I like helping other people. I don't think kids are the meaning of life. Maybe for some people, but not for me. I like helping other people discover that, like, their potential. That sounds like really guru-y, doesn't it?
I help people discover their potential, their full potential, and I help them leverage their opportunities that they may have missed in life.
That sounds really guru-y, but that's like kind of what I like doing, because I don't feel like I'm the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm not the best programmer. I'm not the best at anything. I've never had a viral video. I just work really hard and try to find opportunities where other people don't see them. And I think like a lot of what I do is very like, I think long term. So I think other people, I could help them. I just want to leave the world in a better place than I got here, you know? And I think if I could help a couple people before I bounce, that they could do it on their own too. If that's what they want. If they feel like crappy employees, or if they want to be a good employee, you know, I could tell you how to leverage that. I'm done ranting. Oh, you want your genetics to spread to the future? My sister will probably pop out some kids. I'm not too worried about it. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be all right.
Your corporate drone is amazing. Hey, listen here. Well, I appreciate that kind of attitude. I think that you'd go very far in corporate. You might even make it to middle management, possibly executive if you gargle enough.
New merch? Yeah, it's in a description. Why don't you talk to your mom? Cause she doesn't support me supporting my dad, and she doesn't support my dad. So. And she lives completely free and has no job and no health issues and is completely able to work. She has a car and she lives with my grandma. And I was watching my dad die in a hospital bed, and she didn't come visit. She didn't show her face. She didn't get a job to get a plane ticket to come here to see him or me or any of that. So we don't talk anymore. Hey, chat, tell us about the update. We just joined. Yeah, so I gave my dad 1 more month of money, as I said I would, and I set him up for DoorDash and Instacart and all that stuff, and now he can go make his own money. And he has the car that he's always been using, the car that I pay for. I should make him pay for the car payment, but I don't think he'll make that, so we'll see what happens at the end of the month. That's where we're at. Do you drink or have an addiction? No, I don't drink alcohol. I don't really have any. I don't do drugs. Pretty straight edge kind of guy. I'm not judging you. You want to go have a nice cup of... You don't say that. See, that's how you know I don't drink. A cup of alcohol? You want to go have a nice little shaker of some Jack and Coke at the end of the day? You do you, fam. Just don't hurt other people. How would a male executive gargle? The same way other people do. How much was the medical bill of your dad? He has it. I haven't seen it yet. We work hard, play hard, and have snacks. Corporation guy, you're like my favorite commenter, dude. What do you do if your car gets wrecked? If the car gets wrecked, it has complete insurance on it because I still pay a monthly bill. So if you have a financed car, a leased car, like a car that's not fully paid off, the bank forces you to have complete coverage of the vehicle. So I would just get a new vehicle of that value. Were you a good employee in the corporate world? Dude, at first I was the best employee. Dude, I worked 12 hours on days I didn't have to work 12 hours. I worked 14 hours on days I had to work 12 hours. I was staying above and beyond. I was getting 2 hours of sleep. And one of my bosses said, make this position your own, Josh. It's never existed before. So I took that opportunity to come up with all these great ways to improve the company. And I went to my boss and I said, hey, dude, I made a list just like you said. I was going to make this position my own. And I really think there's a lot of things that could be optimized. And I had this big list, this big Excel sheet, and all these solutions provided to help make this position be great and help the workflow and help production be faster and more efficient. And he said, I'll hand that to my boss. And so he handed it to his boss, and that never went anywhere. And that was when I knew my opinion was never going to matter, and I was just going to be a number, and I was going to just sit here and, yeah. Do you smoke? No, I don't 420, don't Juul, no vapes, nothing. Your dreams are not in shutdown. What's the deal with your dad's business and his old job? Was his business likely to pay off even with the lawsuit? Yeah. If he could have beat the lawsuit, he would have been fine. Yeah, he works and makes rent. Yeah, pretty much. HTML is a programming language. .js. Yeah, dude, that's the best language. Can we get a quick recap? Yeah, sure. Okay, so if you're new to the stream, I gave my... We'll just do this every 5 minutes. I should have like a recording. If you're new to the stream, I gave my dad 1 more month of money, like I said I would, and I set him up for DoorDash, and he has my car, and it gets good gas mileage. It's a Nissan, so he can DoorDash and do all that stuff to make money. And they pay same day, so no excuses. If you want, like, if my dad's like, Josh, I need $10, I'll be like, okay, we'll go do a couple DoorDashes, you know? Like, there's no way you get the money same day. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Have you seen the latest? Do you like metal, dude? I love metal. Josh is an advanced person. I'm not an advanced person, okay? I'm just over smart. You ever seen Kit Boga? Hi, Josh from China. What's up, man? Any side effects from finasteride? I don't think so. Not for me so far. I haven't experienced any. I mean, like, so, like, you guys can't see it, or maybe you can see it. Here, let's just get to know me with Josh. So, like, the reason I took finasteride is because right here, right there on my forehead, you see these little baby hairs? My hair was starting to thin out. I've always had thin hair, so you guys are gonna be like, oh, it's not working, Josh. Like, okay, I get it. It's a joke. But like right here, there's these little baby hairs from where hair is growing back from taking finasteride. So, yeah. Drinking game, yeah. Can you make choosing colors and websites, please? What do you mean? Has your third eye opened yet? Yes. You have blue stunning eyes. Y'all want to see something kind of cool? Watch this. I'm gonna look this way, and then I'm gonna look at the camera. All right, this is real weird. I haven't figured out why I'm pretty sure it's just the angle of my eyes, but message you on PayPal. Okay, thanks, man. Animals as leaders. Yeah, that's a good band. So I'm gonna look this way. My eyes look green, and I'm gonna look at the camera, and my eyes turn blue. Right? Isn't that weird? It's the way that the light hits the eye, changes the color. It's kind of cool. Book recommendations: Unscripted, Millionaire Fastlane. The War of Art is really good. If you're not feeling motivated about something, go read The War of Art. That's a good book. Are you a theist? No, I'm not a theist. Can you give advice for a coder that wants to release software for passive income? Yeah, so make a software, make a SaaS, right? Monthly service, software as a service. But you need marketing. Marketing is going to be your #1 funnel. I don't see it. Okay, look, it's fine. It's not a problem. I'll show you later. They look blue in both directions. All right, look, I'll show you the recorded version then. Light refraction, yeah. And when you see corporate, your eyes turn black, yeah. I don't see nothing. All right, look, maybe I'm crazy, but how much do you charge for programming course? I don't sell any programming courses. War of Art, yeah, not The Art of War by Sun Tzu, The Art of War by Stephen Pressfield. No, The War of Art, not The Art of War, The War of Art. It's fine. Could you repeat the name of the book? Coke Zero, I'm drinking Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. War of Art. It's not the lens? Nah, I think it's just the way the light, it's light reflection, refraction on my eyes. It's a little bit green tint now. Now they're blue. And look. See, it's like slightly bluer version. Alan, for your troubles, you don't have to give me that, but I appreciate that, man. You think a master's in human-computer interaction is a waste of money? That's usually what people say for like UI UX, and you know who gets to decide UI UX? The user, not you. You get to make a path and watch them run through it. Josh, I got unscripted. It seems like it's 47 hours of complaining. I mean, I think it's just perspective. Oh, thanks, dude. Shilling out to Pepsi. I'm not investing in any stocks. War of Art described resistance in a way that came off too metaphysical. Yeah, dude, it's a little bit woo-woo sometimes. I'll give you that. Do you collab with other YouTubers? I haven't done it yet. What's the recap? Name of the book. Where's your sister? I don't know what my sister's doing. I don't know what my mom is doing. What do your eyes look like? The War of Art. The War. That. Hey, thanks. Love the content. Hey, appreciate that. Can you be my friend? Sure, dude. I'd be happy to be all your friends. Do you want a shotgun? Who wants to know? $5. Brandon, you don't have to do that. Thanks, man. The crunch at Naughty Dog? That's a corporate cautionary tale. Yeah, dude. It's just game dev. Every game dev is crunch. Keep it up, man. Hey, thanks, Frank. You're a wonderful son. Michelle, I appreciate that. Just try to help people. When are you gonna have MJ DeMarco to watch some corporate cringe? Dude, that would be goals. He told me he would do it. What state are you in? I live in Utah. What's your main source of income? How can it be only YouTube when you're getting about 40K per month per video? I don't get 40K per video. Did I say that I get 40K per video? No, I make maybe like 100. I'd say probably like $120 to maybe, I don't know, maybe like probably like $100, maybe. But I have a lot of videos, right? And some of that has traffic constantly, and some of them don't. Some of them just die and they never have views again. I'll make 40K a video. That'd be nuts. That's crazy. Could I just skip HR and send CV to CEO? Yeah, you could. Yeah, honestly, you could. Indie game dev is the way to go. Indie game dev, but marketing, again, is going to be your bottleneck because you can make the best game ever, but no one's going to know about it. I'm sure a lot of games on Steam die that way. Be right back, making 100K per 5 videos. Yeah, exactly. Do you have any idea how some YouTubers with videos, no more than 2 minutes videos, do so well? Yeah, I mean, like, they're not doing well. Okay, so they probably get 1 million views on a 2-minute video, which would equal out to the same amount of money someone would get on 100,000 views that's an hour long. Please do something with tech lead. I just keep to myself, dude. I just do my own thing. What's your net worth? Negative money, dude. I have a house. I got a mortgage. I pay $1,800 a month on my mortgage. Do you make $100 per video? No, it really depends. It's hard to say, like, because the amount of video that, or the amount of money you make per video changes because that video gets more and more views over time, but less views later down the road. You know what I mean? Like at first, when you first release it, it gets a lot of views. So you can't just say I made this much money on that video because it still gets views later. It's just not as much, so it's hard to quantify. Everybody in here is trying to big brain my CPM right now. Social Blood says you make 115K a year. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right. What's your interest on the house? 5.4% because my dad messed up my credit. Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. There's the mailman. Oh, my dogs hate the mailman. The story of you swooping in to save your family and have it backfire on you is absolutely crazy. Yeah, dude, I think about it a lot. Someone sent me a video about the cheating girlfriend. Oh no. Hey, thanks for the 5. You didn't have to do me that. Hey Josh, quick question from the EU. I'm trying to start a business in the US. Complicated. It will be a clothing store. Just like to hear your thoughts. What to do, not what to do. Yeah, so if you want to make a business inside the United States and you don't live inside of the United States, you can make a business in the state of good old Wyoming. That is where my business is, although I live in the US. However, Wyoming does allow people outside of the United States to make a business here, inside the United States. Good idea to live coding if you're still a beginner. I don't know, maybe. How about YouTube streams? Any money in that? The only money I get from YouTube streams are from the donations, and I think there's ads. There's ads on the live stream later when it's posted as a video, but not all live streams do good, and most people don't watch an entire 2 hour. Nobody's got 2 hours to be here, you know. And having said that, let me just say that I appreciate you being here and supporting me and my dad. Because obviously none of the estimates that you put in the chat about how much money I make would ever exist if you guys weren't here. So like, instead of depending on corporate, I kind of depend on you guys. But I'm more okay with that because at least I can try to help you guys. Can't help corporate. Time zone again? Mountain Standard. I think Josh is colorblind. I'm not. I just took my vision test for flying the other day. Delaware's popular? Yeah, Delaware's kind of the meme. I'd go with Wyoming. Nevada used to be good, now it's really expensive. MBA degree, do you think it's still relevant? I'm gonna laugh at you if you have an MBA degree, and that makes me sound like a giant douchebag. But the reason is because you can't. There's nothing in an MBA degree that you get that you can't Google, my man. And getting a master's in business administration doesn't give you a business to run. It doesn't give you a service to sell. It doesn't give you a product to sell. It doesn't give you a problem to solve or a service to improve. It absolutely gives you nothing. An MBA gives you no business, and you expect someone that has spent their blood, sweat, and tears making a business to hire you to run it? I highly doubt it. I wouldn't. If someone came to me with an MBA and said, I want to run your company, I'd be like, what can you do, though? You know how to run a business? Well, what about the part where you have to do the business? I'm not trying to be a douche. That's just an MBA. Do you wear contacts? I do. Collaborating may provide greater growth. You have to be careful with collaborating, because if you collaborate with people that have drama associated with it, you're going to be associated with that drama, right? So if you collaborate with someone that does a bunch of shitty things, now you're going to be looked at as associating with a person that does shitty things. You grow slower if you go alone, but you maintain your own control. That hurt my feelings with the NBA. Look, I'm not trying to, you know. When is the NordVPN sponsorship going to hit your channel? That's a good question. I get a lot of VPN sponsorship requests. I don't know which one to take. I should bid them together. Are you socially awkward? Yeah, dude, I'm not socially awkward so much anymore. What do I do to improve? I make YouTube videos. Try maintaining your train of thought when there's no live stream, and just hit record on a camera. Hold your phone like this and try to tell somebody a story without saying 5 million times. That usually helps. If you can do it in front of a camera alone, you can do it in front of people, no problem. That sounds backwards, right? It sounds like you go in front of a stage and do it, then you can do it alone, but it's actually worked opposite for me. PC specs, 1950X, AMD CPU, 1080 SLI, 64 gigs of RAM for editing. When do you raid chat? Oh, dude, I got an email from Raid Shadow Legends. They said, in the email from the Raid Shadow Legends, they're like, we know what you've heard about us, or we know what you've heard about us, and we want you to know that we've changed, and we're listening to the player feedback. And I was just like, bro, if I take a Raid Shadow Legends, I'm going to get memed all day, forever. A collab with Alex Becker. Yeah, he's got money. Alex Becker's a good dude. I read his book, 6 Pillars of Wealth, I think. Is learning marketing, sales, and coding beneficial? If so, how? Yes. Marketing tells you how to market a product. Coding tells you how to build the product. Sales tells you how much to sell it and how to sell it. It's the best. Those are the best 3 skills in 2020. Marketing, coding, and sales. Probably building a brand and video editing as well, because that's what you're going to need to be doing for marketing in 2020. So you are a meme, I know. What happened with Raid Shadow Legends? So basically, it's like gambling sort of thing. Like if you want to upgrade your weapon, you have to like farm a bunch of coins, and then you have to press upgrade, and there's like a 10% chance once you reach a certain level of rarity or power level or something that it will actually upgrade, but you can't move on to further more difficult things in the game until your weapons upgrade. And I think it's like, you know, 10 pillars. Yeah, whatever. Thoughts on Tech Lead and Matt Tran drama? Thoughts on when Trend Black made a video about Josh talking about how I hate everything? Remember that? You guys remember that video? Remember? You guys? Huh? Nobody remember that video? Now you want my help? Just kidding. He took the video down. No, I didn't ask him to. He just took it down. I didn't strike it. My dad's texting me. Do you think that sharing personal things is bad for your brand? No. I think that sharing personal things is not bad for my brand, and that it humanizes me, and it makes me a relatable human for other people watching. Like I'm not this millionaire guy that's balling out all day, and I'm just like you guys. I live like you guys. Well, look at that computer, Josh. You see all the things that you have? Like, I'd kill to be in your position. We're not the same. Like, you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, I have the same emotions. I deal with the same stuff. And it's so weird. People say talk about personal stuff. People, you know, vent that stuff. And then when you actually vent that stuff and talk about it, people shame you. Like, you should keep that private. Why? Why should I be ashamed of it? You should just talk about it. Well, they're not changing. Can you make your personal brand better on Google search? How can I make it better on Google search? You can get better on YouTube first, I think. Can you do YouTubers socially awkward? Look at me. 3 minutes ago, please respond. So you don't have to take... Oh, thank you, Levi. I'm looking. You think you have learning helicopters versus planes? Helicopters are more expensive to learn, and they're more expensive to buy, and they're more expensive to maintain. Not to mention, they're way more difficult to glide if you get an engine out, especially if it's the back rotor and not the main rotor. If it's the back rotor, you're just spinning to the ground. That's it. Game over. Planes, you can glide if you get an engine out. Which companies reached out for YouTube sponsorship? I don't know. I've had a bunch. I forget. I don't usually take it because I don't want to be known for just taking money and asking for money. Doesn't make you relatable. It makes you seem like a crybaby incel who refuses to take any responsibility. Will, I hope you have a great Saturday, man. Will's just a hater. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, Will, can you fly airplanes? Didn't think so. Should I name my future company? I don't know. I'd probably go with Regal. Is Utah a right to work state? Yep. How often do you ride your Triumph? Right after this live stream because it's nice outside. Best way to make money online? Sell a product. Commercial pilot? Nah. I want to fly for fun, not for money. My dad is... I don't know, Kelly. I'm not sure. Look, I brought up DaVinci. You guys can see a little bit of what I filmed yesterday. Hold. I'll put it in full screen. I tried to get some pretty cinematic shots. Can you learn ground school online? It's kind of mixed. There's not like separate. They're just kind of mixed. Really enjoy the vids about family and stuff. Hey, thanks, man. This great view ruined by the Great American Wendy's sign. Any other hormones? Nah, just testosterone. What else? I got another one in here. Oh, here's some stuff. Here's another one. Looks like some expensive stock footage. Nope. Yeah, so I'm editing this right now. Oh, here's a, y'all want to see some here's a shot of me actually. Look, you ready for this? I'll show you. Nobody's ever seen this footage before.